And then you've got the women, Deborah, and you know this more than anybody, who are doing chronic cardio.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so let's touch on that and why that is not good for your bone health.
Well, actually, what we find is with people who are doing more endurance exercise, and so we can take it to extremes because that's where the studies are when we look at, say, long distance runners. And it doesn't matter actually if you're a male or a female, but you can't outrun bone density issues. I mean, and literally what happens, the more you're an endurance athlete, you prefer that, you're more lean, your frame generally is smaller, but you actually are setting yourself up for a fracture because you're getting lighter. You probably have a little less muscle mass because what you're doing is causing chronic stress to your body, which means cortisol, which means you're doing muscle wasting or in catabolism. Your body is using your own muscle for energy to do that endurance exercise. And that puts you in a poor position. When we have more muscle, we tend to have more bone density because muscle not only allows you to do the things that give bone density, but it also pulls on each end of the bone, making it stronger itself. So constantly, whatever else you might be doing, even if it's not weight training, if you have a little bit more lean muscle, your muscle is actually all day supporting your bone density by pulling against it in a stronger way. So for long distance runners, there's a Joe Friel. So he wrote the Runner's Bible, and he was a long distance runner himself and a coach. And he said, I couldn't outrun a bone density issue. I had a fracture to my lower leg, and the discovery is insulting, right? I'm an athlete, right? For crying out loud, that shouldn't happen to me. But you've got to still cover all of your bases. So for a woman who maybe not a marathon runner, you don't have to go that far. But if you're always doing cardio, what you're doing is kind of robbing yourself of that little bit of time in the weight room, even 10 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week. If you can exchange a little of your cardio for strength training, you're going to be so much better off.